times you just get pie. The next time, blueberry pie.
Ooh.
And
what pie would you be, do you think?
Ooh.
If you were cursed into a pie.
Ooh, it depends. What time of year am I being cursed into a pie? This week I'm joined by my friend and actress and singer and physiology major Julia Wheeler. Julia, hello, how you doing?
I'm good. It is a good day.
It is. It is a Tuesday? Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes, we're recording this on a Tuesday. Lovely. Yeah, we're here, we're talking about Hocus Pocus. Now, we were talking about it, and I brought it up, and you said that it's like your favorite film?
It's my favorite Halloween movie.
Okay. It's your favorite Halloween movie. Do you remember when you first saw it? Do you remember, like, why you love it?
Oh goodness. I can never remember when I first watched movies. Probably middle school, early high school? Because I didn't really watch that many movies before then. And I just think it's funny. And it has a great rewatchability, in my opinion.
That is very fair. It is very fun, very silly, and a good time all around. Yeah, why don't we just jump right into it? So where we left off in the last episode with our previous guest, Bobby, is the kids are being chased by Billy, and they just, like, jump into the mausoleum, or the crypt, or whatever it is. Yeah, so that's where we're picking back up. And where I'm at, I've successfully predicted that Max is gonna do dumb thing and bring the witches back. I figured there is going to be tomfoolery, and Max and Allison are getting together by the end of the film.
Good prediction.
Yeah, this is where I'm at.
I don't think this film is really the type to try and subvert tropes.
I did get things wrong coming up soon, and I get really mad about certain things very soon.
Okay.
But the really mad thing might be in the next episode, but we'll figure that out.
Oh boy.
So we jump into the mausoleum, and we learn that it's the old Salem crypt, and it connects the sewer up to the street. Alright, cool. So they're heading back to town and heading back to the streets, and they see skeletons, but Binks is just like, relax, I've hunted mice down here for years. And I'm like, I love this cat. Like, I want to be a sassy cat. So, meanwhile, Billy is working hard to get his poor head back on. I feel bad for Billy.
I love Billy.
I love Billy. He's trying his best.
Yeah. He didn't want to get brought back to life, man.
He was content. He was asleep. So he finally does, and when he tells him to follow the children, get the book back, and calls him a maggot museum. Why? What has Billy done?
Exist?
Well, he died. He did cheat on her 300 years ago.
That's fair.
But
like, I feel like, I don't know, knowing her, I don't know how much of that relationship was, like, even a relationship.
Oh, well, like, here's my issue with it. Why does Billy get punished and Sarah's scot-free?
Because Sarah's just a girl.
Oh, yeah, sure. Like, that seems like a fair reason.
It's her sister.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to defend Sarah here. She does so many questionable things.
She does so many questionable things. It's bad. It is very bad. So, the witches fly off, and, you know, I'm just like, damn, this sucks. And they just go, damn, double damn. And I'm like, ooh, you got the double damn. Don't know what that is. Pre-Disney. Well, it wasn't technically Disney when it came out.
I don't do research, I just watch the movies.
I only know this because my previous guest told me.
Okay.
I don't know things. I unequivocally don't look up things before watching these movies. So I just look up the runtime and where I can find it. And then I realize that I don't have the streaming platform, so insert website here.
Yep.
So the kids are traveling through the crypt and the sewers, and they're heading out. And meanwhile, the witches arrive at Old Burial Hill, and they know that they are here. And I'm like, okay, what's here? Like, why are they at a hill? I'm so confused. Winnie tells Mary to sniff them out, but the kids have gone too far and she has lost track of them. And Winnie says that she'll have her guts for garters. Okay.
It's a fun description.
Yeah. This was meant for kids, right?
Yeah, but it was 1993.
Oh, they got away with a lot of things in 1993. I wish we could still get away with some of them now, because they're funny.
It's so funny. That's why I love it.
It's funny. Things that come out now aren't funny. They're boring.
I want to steal the joke. Guts for garters. That's a good one.
Guts for garters. Take it.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Halloween's coming up. You probably have... Maybe?
People to threaten?
I don't know. You study, like, STEM things.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe it'll come up naturally in your classes or something.
I will see human guts.
There you go. I know what you should do with them.
I think I will get expelled, but I'll see what I can do.
I mean, like, just make sure they don't catch you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Winnie says that they must start collecting children. And they want to live forever, not just until tomorrow. And the more children's lives that they snatch, the longer they shall live. Seems fair enough. Very, very logical planning here, right? Like, great. More kids, more life. Fantastic. Now, just before they fly off, Mary has an idea. And since it seems like this will be a dire and stressful evening, I suggest we form a calming circle. And then Winnie, just in all her glory, I am calm! Not calm at all!
That was one of my favorite parts.
Beautiful.
Rewatching it. I didn't remember it at all. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, perfect. I love the camp of this movie.
Yes! Yes, I love the interactions. Those witches are the best villains ever.
Oh, yeah. It is fun. It is
Disney
silly.
should have looked at that when they were making Wish.
I still haven't watched it. I don't plan on watching it.
They could have made the guy... They were trying to, like, balance between, like, weird, redeemable, or, like, I don't know, angsty villain and, like, funny. Like, go one or the other. Go one or the other.
So he's not angsty, but he's not funny?
No.
He's just bleh?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it could have been so much more. They could have gone full campy, silly villain. I would have been like, yes, amazing. Or they could have gone full brooding, I don't know, tragic backstory guy, and I'd be like, sure, also cool. But
Pick a
they
lane.
tried to do both.
Pick a lane.
Okay, anyways, not the movie.
No, it's fine. Tangents are welcome. The number of tangents that we go on this show, I've lost count.
Mm-hmm.
So, where are we at? I don't even know. Calming circle. That's where we are. We're at the calming circle. Mary just says, thou art not being honest with thyself, are we? And I love Mary here. She's just like, Winnie, collect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they aren't, and Winnie consents, and they jump into a circle. Meanwhile, the kids, still underground. We're back in the circle. I love that we just cut to the kids, because it's like, you just gotta remember, kids, still underground. Like, we cut to them for like, half a second.
There's so many cuts like that.
Why?
Don't want you to forget.
Oh yeah, because like I would totally forget that the kids are underground when I haven't seen them for the last 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe the target audience might.
Oh, no, that wasn't sarcasm. I would forget if
you
you didn't
would?
see that. No, I probably wouldn't, but like, yeah.
That's an issue for another day.
That's an issue for later. So, we are, back in the circle, and they're going soothing thoughts, rabid bats, money scorpion pie, mother. Mother?
Mother.
One of these is not like the other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with mother.
Mother.
Just, okay. And then they get scared by a bus. This bus driver, wild.
Mm-hmm.
I love this bus driver. Wild. Now, he is fascinated by these witches and explains...
That's a good word for it.
What?
That's a good word for it.
Yeah. We're gonna go with fascinated. Infatuated is another good word for it. Vocab words. Now, he explains that the bus's purpose is to convey gorgeous creatures such as yourselves to the most forbidden desires. Based on the experiences that I had with the bus last night, nope!
know.
What should have been a peaceful journey took me 3.5 hours.
Maybe there was a really gorgeous creature on that bus and that was her desire. A long trip.
No. It was not the case.
How would you know? Did you look at everyone on that bus?
Yes, there were 3 of us left on it when it broke down.
And were any of them gorgeous? Sorry, I shouldn't make you answer that question.
Well, now I need to think about who was on the bus. They were good-looking people.
Well, maybe one of them wanted a long journey.
Well, considering the other 2 were also upset when the bus broke down, I'm gonna go with no.
Maybe the bus was trying to make you guys friends. Like found family trope.
It did not succeed.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you also, just stopped texting me back, and I was like, well,
fell asleep.
as I figured you did. But I was like, well, I'm on this trip alone now. The one friend that was awake also has left me.
Sorry for sleeping at 1
How-
a.m.
how-
I'm so awful.
How dare you sleep at a reasonable time? Yeah, I did not. I didn't get home until 1 a.m. because the buses were mean. But yeah, buses, apparently in this universe, convey gorgeous creatures to their most forbidden desires. And Winnie says that they desire children. Just flat out, I desire children. And the bus driver just goes, might take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Hop on. What the fuck?
I love old movies. Old, 30 years, but you know.
I mean, fantastic line. But you cannot get away with that today.
I wish you could.
It's so funny.
The kids aren't gonna notice.
No, that's a joke for the adults.
Mhm.
Let us have a good time when we watch movies.
Exactly.
Stop treating us like we're dumb. Is that just, yeah?
Well, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
It's a big
I was
complaint
gonna
of
say,
mine.
I was not gonna defend our intelligence. That's what I was gonna say. But
What, human intelligence?
mine specifically.
You are
Ours
very intelligent.
ours
Okay,
specifically.
look, combined, we can get by.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're not that incompetent at life.
I forgot I had to account for driving time today.
I said that incompetent.
Okay, anyways.
So, the witches get on the bus, and the bus driver needs an ice pack. The girls are giving him a fever. These are fun lines. I
Where's
wonder-
the Hocus Pocus musical? They should make a musical.
I know what you and I are going to be working on for a bit. Yeah. Because I would watch this.
Mm-hmm.
There's also just some good music coming up.
Yes!
Like,
Oh my god.
unequivocally good music.
Yes.
And I said this in a previous episode for this movie. Great soundtrack.
Yes!
Fantastic soundtrack.
Favorite Halloween songs, too.
Yeah, really, look, it's the first time that I heard the song, but good song.
Mm-hmm.
Great song. So, meanwhile, we're back to poor Billy, and, I feel for the guy. He's just a zombie trying his best, was taking a nap, rudely awoken. And, he's following the kids underground, and the kids make it up a ladder, and they start climbing. Meanwhile, now, Sarah is sitting on the bus driver's lap and driving the bus. Sure, Sarah. Sure. Have fun. You do you. The kids get out and see the bus, and Max tells Binks to look out, and the bus hits a speed bump. For anyone listening on audio only, speed bump is in big air quotes. And then we see flattened Binks. And Danny's upset. Danny's like, no, Binks! And I'm just like, he's fine. He can't die.
She's 7.
She's a sassy 7-year-old.
Yeah, and I love her.
She's great. But yeah, Binks is fine. Max is like, it isn't all his fault. Oh no, sorry. Max says that it is all his fault. And then, oh look, Binks is fine! Who could have guessed? Oh wait, me.
It's crazy. It's almost like they said that earlier in the movie.
I know, right? Fascinating. So, Mary tells them to stop, and she smells children. Lovely. Fantastic. The driver asks for Sarah's number and area code, asks if she wants his bus schedule. I love this guy. He's fantastic. And then Sarah just goes, "Oh, Bus would hate me in the morning." Well, let the bus driver make this decision. Sarah, why are you making this decision for him? He seems infatuated with you tonight. She just assumes. That's all we get. You do realize this is an audio medium.
I know.
Talking is slightly useful. For all of the friends that are listening just audio, all I'm getting from Julia is just like facial expressions behind a mask, which is the best part of this. If you're listening to just the audio, she's wearing a mask today as well. And it's just like, you know, I'm just like, yeah, the audio listeners really getting their money's worth for free. I mean, like, it is free. They're not, no one's paying for this, but like, you know.
I just don't have anything to say. Maybe I'm not the best guest.
No, you are doing great. Don't say that. No, I'm just making fun of you.
Yeah.
You're my friend. Sarah. I'm going to make fun of you.
Sarah. Stop hands.
Sarah, jazz hands. So the witches get off the street and they see kids trick-or-treating. And a kid dressed like an angel comes up, curtsies, and says, "Bless you." And the scream from Mary. Mwah, perfect. Great. Love her. Mary is also very confused. She smells children, but doesn't see children. And she's worried that she loses her powers here. She's like, "Oh no, they're gone." And when he slaps her back to reality, I'm just like, oh, poor Mary. She probably didn't deserve that slap.
Mary's the realest one.
I like Mary the most.
I feel like if Mary, she could be redeemed, I think she could make friends and, I don't know, figure something out.
Yeah. Mary could probably,
acclimate.
you know, if she's able to figure out a way to, you know, stay alive without having to murder children, she'd probably be fine.
Yeah. She'd be like a little baker, have a little cafe.
I could imagine her as a baker. See, okay, so Mary is the baker.
Mm-hmm.
What's Sarah doing if she were to acclimate? There is a right answer, and there is a answer that we probably shouldn't say, which is the right answer. But we can say it. I mean, I literally was talking about boogie nights earlier in this, so there are no rules.
I mean, okay, strip clubs?
Yeah! Strip clubs.
I think she could also be a pop singer, like Kesha.
She could. I don't see her going down that route.
It'd be cool if she did.
Look, I think out of all of them, she would make the best pop singer.
Yeah.
She would. Unequivocally. She would.
What would Winifred do?
Ooh.
I think she'd be...
I feel like she just wouldn't acclimate.
I feel like she did. I feel like she'd be like a manager, at a fast food place.
Oh, come on. She's definitely the manager at a nicer restaurant.
Okay, well she definitely goes into management.
Yeah.
Maybe HR or something.
She's very good at bossing people around.
Exactly.
She's not going into HR.
I don't know HR.
You do know that HR is human resources.
Yeah, but isn't HR notoriously bad? Like most HR?
No, I think the stereotype for HR is that they just make people's lives miserable.
Yeah, isn't that good? Isn't that perfect?
Oh, I guess you're right. But then she wouldn't get to boss people around as much.
Maybe she can work. I feel like she can work multiple jobs. I feel like she would never want to rest. She's like a doer.
Oh, yeah. Until the end of the movie when she gives up.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, and I love it. But we'll get to that. That is in time. So, anyway, where were we? Back to actually what we're talking about. Mary has been slapped back to reality.
Yes.
And, well, I mean, we're always talking about the children in this film.
I'm I'm picturing the scenes. I'm like, they were all the children.
Yeah. We can't just say that we're talking about children. That's not okay. We're adults.
I mean that there was just a scene with the child saying "bless you," and then Mary's
Yeah. Mary slapped back to reality by Winnie, and we see then a man dressed as the devil laugh maniacally at the door, and I was like, well, this can't end well, can it? And the sisters see this man, and they're like, "Oh, Master, and they all get super excited. Devilman invites them in. I'm just gonna call him Satan or Devil. He invites them in, and the sisters, they're thrilled. Meanwhile, the kids, we're back to not like the general populace of the kids, we're back to our trio of kids with the cat. And they find a cop, and they need his help. And the girls tell Max to tell him what happened. And he's like, well, look, I just moved here. And he explains pretty clearly that they all broke into the old Sanderson house, and they brought the witches back from the dead. And honestly, more than I expected from him. He just takes responsibility, and you know what? Good for him. He doesn't try to say like, well, I didn't believe anything. Like, no. I done goofed. So, props to him. And I'm guessing the cop isn't gonna believe him. He shows them the book and everything, and the cop realizes that he probably lit the black flame candle. And then the cop gets off the bike and tells the kids to get on the sidewalk. And before the cop says anything else, Danny just goes, and he's a virgin!
I love Danny.
Damn, Danny!
She makes so many comments, and I'm like, where did she learn this?
She's really pounding it home.
Yeah.
She's like, in case it hasn't been made equivocally clear, he's a virgin.
He's a virgin, and he's into Allison's boobs.
No, they're called yabos.
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 So sorry.
Yeah, how dare you? They're called
So
yabos.
How
Not the rest of Allison. He ain't intrigued about, like, you know, her personality or her face or, like, anything like that. No. Just the yabos. Damn, Danny!
Where did Danny even get that from? Because Max didn't say anything about that.
Nope.
She just assumed.
No.
She's like, yeah, this guy has a track record with this stuff.
Yeah. She just picks this up from hiding in the closet and, like, just weirdly watching her brother lay on the bed and have a daydream about the girl that he likes.
As 7-year-old girls do. Hide in closets.
Okay.
Speaking from experience.
Well, I mean, 7-year-old boys hide in closets as well, speaking from experience. I scared my sister. It was good times.
I like closets.
Yeah, I used to play in closets.
I think children enjoy confined spaces.
Hey, I used to play in the, like, dishwasher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then, like, the way that our oven used to work is, like, you could, like, pull out, like, the bottom of it, where, like, you can have, like, all the pots and pans. And so, when I was a little kid, I was, like, maybe 3. And I would pull out all the pots and pans, climb into it, and then play with all the pots and pans.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's much more confined than I ever did.
Yeah. But then I learned what the world of outside was, and my parents could never get me back in again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not even the pots and pans.
No. The rain did occasionally make me play video games, but I was mainly an outdoor kid. Yeah. Yeah. My sister, on the other hand, had to be told to go outside. We're 2 very different people.
I've never met your sister.
No, that's fair. Yes, you have!
I have?
Yes!
Oh.
Twice!
When?
No, once. Cabaret.
Okay, there was a lot of people there.
She came on the night that nobody was there. It was the dress rehearsal. She was the one with the baby.
Oh! Okay, I remember.
You have met my sister.
I have. Okay, well, I did not really talk to your sister.
Okay, I just said that you met her. I never said that you had a conversation with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, anyway, Max, taking responsibility for this, right? And just being pounded home that he's a virgin. I feel bad for the guy. Like, Danny, cut your big brother some slack. He's trying his best to fix the problem that he's created.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fix being a virgin, but yeah, he's working on that too.
He is working on that as well. But I'm just, one problem at a time. Maybe witches are slightly more important.
Only a little.
Yeah. Just like, on the scale of like, you know, how big of a problem is this? Like, you know, witches 8.5, being a virgin 8.45.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, he's mad at the kids because he puts his life on the line to protect the community, and these punks pulled this and tells the kids to get out. And then the cop's girlfriend walks out, and we learn that the guy's just dressed like a cop, but he isn't actually a cop, and I'm just like, I did not see that one coming.
Plot twist.
I probably should have, but no. Meanwhile, poor Billy. We're back to poor Billy. He makes it out of the sewer, but he gets his hand run over by Eddie, the cop dude. And I'm just like, dude, Billy, I'm so sorry.
I know. Every scene he's in, he's just like abused.
He deserves so much better.
He's the punching bag of the movie.
That zombie deserves better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he can't even talk.
Not yet.
Well, don't give it away.
Sorry.
I mean, like, I have seen it, so, like, you're fine. But, like, no, he can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
The devil wants the sisters to meet his little woman. And they believe that Satan has married Medusa because the lady has snakes in her hair. Those aren't snakes. Are they just Cheetos?
I do not remember.
I could not tell what was in her hair.
I blanked at this point. I'm blanking. I know the scene, I just don't remember what the woman looked like at all.
Oh, fair. And then the wife just looks at them and goes, "You're too old to be trick-or-treating." And then they just respond with, "We'll be younger in the morning." What? And then the wife's just like, "Me too," and leaves. And I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm so confused. Now, meanwhile, other kids, not our trio, but just a random group of kids, have found the witch's brooms and they start flying with the brooms. So, it's no longer the witches have the power to fly, it's just these brooms are magically infused brooms. Kids find magic flying brooms and think nothing of it.
Yeah. Kids already believe in magic. They're just getting proof.
Look, that's fair enough. I probably would as well. Now, Sarah wants to dance, and Winnie goes to the kitchen, thinks that she has found the torture chamber. Mary finds the television. I love Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Mary's doing great. Now, Medusa has lost 5 pounds, according to the scale in the bathroom. But then she sees Sarah dancing with Satan and gets jealous. And this is where I was like, yeah, sure, be jealous. But like, hey, good for you for losing 5 pounds. Like, way to go, Medusa.
Yeah.
Like, nice job. Like, that ain't easy. Like, let's go. Like, I'm proud of you. Nobody ever says that they're proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
She deserves better as well.
Poor woman in an unhappy marriage.
Yeah, it really does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I hope those two got a divorce.
Huh?
I hope those two got a divorce.
Well, I mean, like, Satan's just dancing with Sarah. Sarah's not a saint, but, like, he's dancing with Sarah, and, like, he's not even proud that his wife has lost 5 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
be happy for her wins.
Exactly. Wasn't even worried when she went upstairs.
No!
Maybe go comfort your wife instead of letting 3 random women into your house?
No. 3 random women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a really sound adult decision to let strangers into your home.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with this plan. What could go wrong?
Oh, nothing at all.
Oh, no, not at all. So what goes wrong is that Winnie realizes that Satan is not actually the master. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. So what goes wrong? Because I skipped some shit. And cut this. My bad. Medusa turns on the lights and starts kicking out the sisters. And Sarah says that she shouldn't speak to Master in such a manner. And Satan's just like, they call me Master. And I'm like, dude, this is creepy. Like, just stop. Like, no. Don't let 3 random adult women strangers into your home.
Yeah.
No.
Especially if they're calling you master.
Yeah, that seems messed up. You've
Yeah.
never met them. No. And then we just get, wait till you see what I'm gonna call you from Medusa. And I'm just like, yes, Medusa, go off. Beat his ass.
Not actually. We don't condone violence.
No. Don't hit people.
But get his ass.
But get him.
Verbally.
Yeah. Beat him up. We also don't condone abuse in the verbal manner.
Yes.
Yes. But in the world of cinema, get him!
Yeah!
And on that note, we're gonna take an intermission and be back! Cool. We can keep going, but I'm gonna get a drink of water. This is just for editing purposes.
Okie dokie. Oh my god, is that halfway done?
Halfway through this episode.
Okay.
Episodes are only like an hour,
Mm-hmm.
usually. We're at like 33 minutes,
Oh wow.
right?
Yeah.
It goes fairly quick.
Wait, when are you doing the next one?
Well, I was gonna say we can just do them both right
That
now.
makes sense. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense because I don't know when my schedule is gonna be open
I
again.
know.
Especially to get over here.
Right.
From Seattle.
right. It's one thing if I'm like, I'll come to Seattle to come see you.
Yeah.
It's a different thing if it's like, hey Julia, you want to come over here? Like, like it is. It's gonna be equivocally easier for me to get to Seattle than it is for you to get to me.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? What are we doing? Medusa's kicked them out. Okay. So, we're back, and we're still in the midst of Medusa kicking out these witches, right? And Winnie tells Medusa to make them get out. And Medusa does. She just looks at the dog and just says, "Get him!" And the dog does it. Let's go, puppy!
Mm-hmm.
I am the type of person that always roots for the animals in every movie.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and if anything bad happens to the animals, I'm upset.
You should watch Pet Sematary.
What? Nothing about that makes it seem like something I would want to watch.
So you can root for the animals?
Do they not die?
I don't remember. I haven't seen it. I just think if you're gonna always root for the animals, I think it'd be funny to make you watch a movie where the animals are like being violent.
Okay. I see where you find the funniness of this.
Mm-hmm.
Tempted. We'll see. We'll see. But also, like, I don't know, I haven't watched Cocaine Bear. But I feel like I would root for the bear to just have a good time.
Yeah, bears are cool. I support the bears' actions.
I like bears.
I also like bears.
Look, when I watch Yogi Bear, I'm rooting for Yogi. And Boo Boo. I ain't rooting for the campers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
It's not the bear's fault that the bear got cocaine.
Yeah!
The bear not doesn't know. The bear doesn't have drug education.
No, the bear was just like, oh, this looks fun. And, like, how was he supposed to know? Also, cocaine ain't natural, so it's the human's fault, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the bear's fault. That bear was just like, curious. Curiosity got the best of the bear, and you kill a bear because curiosity got the best of him? Like, that's unfair.
I stand with the bear. I stand with Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. Cocaine Bear deserved better. I think he dies at the end of the movie. I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't know anything besides the fact it's Cocaine Bear.
I did. This is all
I'm
I
guessing
know.
the plot.
I did read an article about it once.
Yeah?
Yeah, because my friend sent it to me and goes, "Dude, have you read this?" And I was like, "No, this sounds amazing." And a conversation was, they should make a movie out of this. 6 months later, the trailer drops.
Amazing.
And we were like, yeah! Ideas. So, the witches get outside. They realize that their brooms are missing, and they start walking. And Winnie realizes that Satan was not actually the master, nor are these actually hobgoblins, speaking of the children. And Winnie realizes that Hallows Eve has become a night of frolic, where children wear costumes and run amok. How dare they? They don't respect the old ways of magic. Now, the kids, our trio, and Binks, finally make it to City Hall to try and find Mom and Dad. It's packed. Now, we do get Very Fun Skeleton Band, who is fantastic. Go listen to this song. It is so much fun. Just the song that they are singing, not even the song that happens later. The song that they are singing, also very fun. Just a fun beat. Now, Danny splits off to go look for Mom, and then meanwhile, I'm sorry, that was rude of me. Dadkilla sneaks up behind Max and scares him. Gotta call him by his proper name.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. That one was on me. So he sees Allison and just goes, "Who is the charming young blood donor bee?" And I'm like, well, okay, like, Dad, like, lay off a little bit.
Yeah, they're like 16. I don't know.
They're high schoolers.
They're high schoolers.
They're high schoolers. And also, you can probably put together that your son likes this girl.
Yeah, if your son is bringing a random girl to go see you, I don't know. I'd make assumptions. If I was a parent.
Yeah, I'd make assumptions. I'd probably also be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let men and women be friends, but also.
Right, but also.
I like gossip.
Gossip's fun. But also on the same front, like, I do respect that, like, Dadkilla still staying in character, right? So, like, it's not weird for the character of Dadkilla. It's weird for Dad, but he's not Dad in this moment. He's Dadkilla.
Of course.
So I'm willing to let it slide, because he's just being the character. And Max tells Dad that something terrible happened. And the dad immediately drops the act, and he's just like, "Danny, what's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, a good dad." Just like, hears that something terrible has happened, and immediately just goes into, "Oh no, like, what's going on? Like, let me try to help you." He tries. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because some things happen.
Yeah.
Danny's fine, and, you know, he takes Max away from Allison to talk. And meanwhile, Danny finds Mom. She's dressed like Madonna. I don't really know Madonna's outfits very well, do you?
No.
Okay, because I was about to ask you if this is one of her famous ones.
Maybe.
Okay. Hey, Aunt, if you're listening to this while you're editing, could you find a picture of what the mom is dressed like in the Halloween, like, you know, costume bit, and, like, toss that up? Yo, listeners, if anyone's watching on YouTube, is this a famous dress for Madonna? I don't know. Help us out. Cool. So, Dad tells Max that he can tell him anything, and Danny tells Mom the whole story. And the mom just replies with, "How much candy have you had, honey?" And Danny hits her back with, "I haven't OD'd, I haven't had a piece."
Again, who is teaching Danny these things?
Is Danny okay? Fantastic, Danny.
Yeah, but also, who?
But Danny, are you okay?
I don't know, I feel like she could have learned it from her mom.
Yeah, probably. Look, it's this one was probably the mom.
Mm-hmm.
This one, based on what we see from the mom here, it's probably the mom. Now, she insists that the witches are real and that they are going to eat all the kids in Salem. And Mom says, "You know what? Let's find Dad." Meanwhile, the witches have also now arrived at City Hall. And Winnie has made eyes with the lead singer of the band. Ooh la la. Now, meanwhile, the family and Allison are all arguing, and Dad's just like, "Well, it just sounds crazy." And Danny sees the witches, yells that they're here, and Max hands Allison the book, and they run to the stage. And Max cuts the music and is like, "Look, it's an emergency." And I was just like, poor guy. This ain't gonna end very well for him, is it? No. It's it really is not about to go well for Max. He tries. He tells everyone what happens. Everyone laughs. And Max says that he knows that it sounds dumb. Props to him for knowing that it sounds dumb. But they're right over there. And then the spotlight goes directly to the sisters. Now here's the thing. I want to give a shout out to this spot operator for a few things. One, finding the sisters so quickly. He had that, like, just knew exactly where they were in a sea of people. And two, they positioned the spot in a position where it could easily hit the stage and the entire gymnasium or whatever they're in City Hall. Is this spot just like on a 360 spinning thing? Like, what's going on here? I have never seen a spot like this.
It also continues to follow the sisters the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Spot operator did their job. 100% did their job. Just zero questions. Now, we get Winnie, and she's like, "Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction." And Winnie starts to sing. And this is immediately where I was like, is she gonna curse all the adults in the room? And the end of the song, and then the adults are gonna become useless for the rest of the movie, because that's how kids' movies need to go, and that's how Disney movies go, is that they become useless pretty quickly.
They were already pretty useless, but yeah.
Look. They were useless, but at least they were hearing the kids out. Look, they were saying it sounds dumb, but they were listening to the children.
I guess, but they were on stage. So, and they did stop the music, so what else were they gonna listen to?
It is true, all the adults did just laugh at them. And just were like, you dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't really know. I feel bad for them. I mean, look, they're gonna be rendered useless. This is my bold prediction. Not that bold. So, meanwhile, Billy shows up, tries to get the kids, starts running, and the kids are trying to get people to cover their ears. No one's listening. And then we hear the lines in this song, pie upon die, and I was just like, ah, yes, they're all going to be cursed. And then the song ends with, like, dance until you die. And I was like, was this the curse? It's a slightly boring curse.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Them to all be turned into pies?
I think Dance Until You Die is fun. When he wants to keep the party vibes going.
I mean, like, look, I'm all for keeping the party vibes going, but, like, you know, pie. Sweeney Todd.
Yes. But then there's no party.
Okay, fine, we can let the party keep going. We'll just dance until we die.
They can keep cutting back to the party constantly throughout the rest of the movie.
That is true. And it is very funny every single time that they do cut back to the party. So I will give them that. So, but like, I don't know, when I heard pie, I thought they were all going to be turned into pies.
Well, I guess it would be just as funny if throughout the entire movie they were just cutting back to screens of pies.
Yeah! I think it would be hilarious! Don't you?
I guess.
Like, it's just like, where are mom and dad? Pie. Just like, for 2 seconds, you just get pie.
Mm-hmm.
The next time, blueberry pie.
Ooh.
And
what
then,
pie would you be, do you think?
ooh.
If you were cursed into a pie.
Ooh, it depends. What time of year am I being cursed into a pie?
Winter.
Winter, it would be like a berry pie.
Okay. Fall.
Fall would be pumpkin.
Okay. Spring.
Oh. See, I don't like cherry pie, so I don't want to be a cherry pie. I mean, okay, I like pie. I don't dislike pie. But of all the pies, I've just had the worst luck with cherry pies.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. If I am offered a slice of cherry pie, and it is the only pie, I will still be happily eating a slice of cherry pie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, in my experience, it's never been my favorite flavor of pie.
Okay. So not cherry pie.
Not cherry pie, maybe like a blueberry pie, and like, you know, maybe an apple pie at some point. But like, yeah. What about you? Does it change for you, or are you just one pie?
I think I would just be one pie. I don't actually like pecan pie that much, but I feel like I would be pecan pie. Because it's like really sweet. I feel like if I was a pie, it'd be like a really overly sugary one.
I mean, you are very sweet.
Stop!
I know, I tried.
That would be kind of bad though, because one of my best friends is like allergic to nuts.
Well, that would be good, because then your best friend wouldn't eat you.
But then like he can't even be around me.
Oh, wait, which friend is Apollo?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi, Apollo. If you're listening to this, hello.
So I think I would be a pecan pie, but I'd be a pretty sad pecan pie.
Well, I like pecan pie.
Yeah,
but like, okay, I like pecan pie when it's not overly sweet, because I do understand. Like, I have had pecan pies where I'm taking one bite and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to finish this slice because it is rude to deny, like, the pie.
Sorry, I was wrong. I'm lemon meringue pie.
Oh, why the change?
I don't know. I love lemon meringue pie, and I think I would be lemon meringue pie. No, I'm banana cream pie.
You gotta pick one. I mean, I didn't pick one, so you can be all three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those
Lovely. Okay. So you're banana cream, lemon meringue, and pecan.
Yes.
But when you're pecan, your friend can't be around you.
Yes.
Okay. Does it like change on when you're which one, or?
I think I'm lemon meringue in the summer. I think I'm banana cream most of the time, and I'm pecan pie in fall. So I'm sorry to Apollo in a week, because I guess he can't be around me anymore because I'm gonna be pecan pie.
Aren't we technically already in the fall?
September 21st.
Is that when fall happens?
Yes.
What date is it?
It's the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Unless I'm wrong and sound really stupid right now. But...
No, it is the 17th. I just usually put together that it's a Tuesday and I have work to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I don't pay attention to dates very much all the time.
In 4 days, I'll be pecan pie.
Okay. But currently, you are...
Banana cream.
Banana cream.
No, wait. I said lemon meringue for the summer. Lemon meringue.
Oh, you're lemon meringue still. Okay. Well, the weather outside hasn't put together that you're still lemon meringue pie because it thinks that it's fall.
I know.
So, yeah. Do what you will with that information. I need to make sure that this is still going and has actually gotten that whole pie conversation. Yay! And this is why I like that one, because when it times out, it keeps recording. Thank you, Logic. Significantly better than GarageBand. Okay, so back to the movie after pies. That was fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what pie you would be. But anyway, we're back to the movie, and they're dancing until they die. That's the curse. And Max is mad. And Max tells Allison to take Danny back to the house and don't let her out of your sight. And Danny's like, I'm not gonna leave you. Meanwhile, we see a chef grabbing a lobster. And he just goes, let's see which one of you is going into the jacuzzi. And then he goes, aw, poor Angelo. Who names the lobsters before you cook them?
I think the chef does.
Well, not der.
Well, I just mean, he also just seems like the type.
Fair. Would you?
Well, I don't think I'd cook lobster.
No, but like, would you, if you were to cook a lobster?
Yeah, probably.
You would name the lobster and then murder it?
Yeah.
I thought I knew you. Now, witches show up and Mary smells scrod. And then I'm like, what's a scrod? Thankfully, Mary tells us. It's a bottom dweller. You cook it sometimes with lovely breadcrumbs, a little bit of margarine. And I'm like, you're describing lobster. Cool. Now, I think Sarah notices them, and Winnie calls her away before she says anything. Allison accidentally opens an old oven and has an idea, and I just go, are they going to try to bake the witches alive? Ooh, let's find out. Now, the witches make it to the school, and Max is on the intercom. Welcome to high school hell. I'm your I'm gonna try that again. Max is on the intercom. Welcome to high school hell. I'm your host, Boris Karloff Jr. 3 contestants, Sarah, Mary, and Winifred Sanderson. Now, the witches see Binks, and they're like, get him! But then they get distracted by a voice saying, welcome to the library. Perfect, lovely, here we go. So, they hide, and they sneak around, and they get to where it is. This is at the moment where I was like, there is a severe lack of magic happening in this movie. Like, I get the whole thing that, like, they need the book, but, like, they can't do any magic without the book. These don't seem like very good witches.
Well, I feel like it's been established they're not very smart.
It's been established they're not smart, but I would have thought that they would have used a little bit of magic.
They're distracted by a lot of things.
By the library?
But they have, there's a lot of new things happening. They haven't been here for 300 years.
Fair. So, the witches think that they can catch the kids, and that they have caught the kids, but it's just a tape playing from a stereo. Now, the kids close a heavy metal door and hit the bottom, which is marked Shut Off Valve. Now, I always thought valve was spelled with a U. Apparently, I'm just dumb. So, there is a fire, and they burn the witches alive. Woohoo! Yay! There is green smoke flying out of the chimney of the school, and the kids are happy that they won. And I'm like, no, you did not. There is still 30 minutes of the movie left. You have not won.
Also, I'm sorry. I think it was it a pottery kiln or something? Because one school just has like a massive walk-in oven.
Apparently the ones that, they also filmed the opening to the Friends theme song in front of.
Why?
I don't know,
What
but
are
it's
they
the
doing?
same school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I learned this fun fact with my last guest.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have fun facts for you. But my school did not have a giant walk-in oven. There's a fun fact.
We might have. It might have been in the kitchen.
Do they really use that big of oven?
No, probably not.
That seems inconvenient.
It seems very inconvenient.
How come you're gonna go get the food if it's still like 400 degrees in there?
The lava soup.
I'm sure the school chefs really want to put that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do every day. They go in and they're lava suiting up every single day.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How else are they gonna make your, I don't know, bad hamburgers? I don't remember school lunches, man.
Bad hamburgers, bad pizza.
Bad hot dogs.
Was anything good?
We got cookies sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Store-bought cookies.
Fair. They did have I think my high school had freshly baked cookies.
Oh wow. I don't know if ours were freshly baked. I also only went to
Okay.
high school for a year and a half. So.
Let's rephrase this. They claimed that they were freshly baked.
Okay.
I don't know how freshly baked they were.
I ate the honeydew in a cup when we got lunch. So
I usually just took a lunch from home.
that makes more sense. I was too lazy. But also, I was only in high school for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah. I don't remember any of this, but it's just because it wasn't pertinent information for me to keep in my brain. Now, they are dancing, they're happy, they're having a lovely time. Max and Binks have a heart-to-heart, and Binks has wanted to do this for 300 years since they took Emily, and Max tells him that he needs to stop blaming himself for it. It happened so long ago. And I'm like, look, Max, your heart is in the right place, but maybe not the right message. The message should have been more like, hey, man, I get that you're never gonna stop blaming yourself, but also, you've helped people for the last 300 years so that the witches wouldn't steal someone else's life. So focus on the good. You're never gonna not blame yourself for Emily's death, but you gotta move past it.
He's doing the best for the teenage boy. Comforting a talking cat.
Yeah. Not a position that I have found myself in. So, I don't know what I would say in that moment either. Now, Binks tells Max to take good care of Danny, and he never knows how precious she is until you will lose her. And Max tells Binks, where are you going? You're a denizen now. And it's just we've got a new cat! Yay! I'm glad that, they didn't just, kick Binks out of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yes, lovely. Now, the parents aren't home when they get home because they're still partying, and I was like, right, the dance till you die curse. And we see them dancing. They're having a good time. Good for them. Meanwhile, Danny is in bed telling Binks that he can have milk and tuna every day, only hunting mice now for fun, and he just goes, you're gonna turn me into one of those fat, useless house cats, aren't you? And she's like, yep. Allison snuggles up to Max. Woo! I like how we have the same reaction to that. I was like, aw, look at that. The guy did it.
Yay.
Good for him. Any tips? No. So, Danny says that she'll always take care of Binks and her family after that, and ever and ever and ever. And, oh look, the smoke comes back into the school. The witches are alive. What are the rules here? How are they alive?
That was never explained, and for some reason I thought it was explained, but then I rewatched it and I was like, wait, they just, okay.
Yeah, look, I'm not mad that they're back, right? Because, cool, they probably need to be back for the story to continue, and, there's still plot stuff, and there's still half an hour of a movie left.
Yeah.
Valid. But also at the same time, what are the rules?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe they could have done something with, I don't know, that oven doesn't get hot enough, or it has an automatic, timer.
But they were burned alive!
Yeah.
And last I checked, you can't unburn something or someone.
I don't know. Magic!
Sure! Magic has rules!
'Cause
Usually it does, not in this world.
plot armor!
Woo! It's plot armor is the reason that Winnie's able to come back and goes, hello, I want my book. And on that lovely note, we're gonna end the episode. So that's where we're cutting off for this one. Julia, thank you so much for joining. If people want to find you out in the world doing a thing, do you want people to follow you, or like you can just give the people a message of something, whatever you want to say? The floor is yours.
If you want to find me, catch me, I don't know, get sick, maybe in like 10 years or something. You'll see me working at a hospital. Peace.
Cool. Don't get sick. Don't go find her. It's not worth it. Like, no. Don't get sick in 10 years. Don't go find her in that hospital.
Or get injured.
What?
Or get injured.
Stop telling people to go to the hospital. This was meant to be a positive message.
I'm so sorry. Go to a small circus, and maybe I might be there.
On that lovely note, thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye! Hello everyone, and thank you so much for listening to this episode of Post Finale. Post Finale is created, hosted, and produced by me, Ankit Madhira. Our editor is Pranav Nair. The music is by Ankit Madhira and Megan Hutcherson, and the art is by Jarid Rother. If you are all enjoying this episode and want to gain access to more bonus content, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/coopforge and signing up for any of the tiers. You get loads of different bonus content, such as notes and commentary that we have as we're watching the films, as well as some bonus audio, some bonus videos, and ad-free episodes, early access if we get them done early, and different things like that. All of that can be found at patreon.com/coopforge, and that's patreon.com/co_opforge. If you want to help out the show in a non-monetary way, that's great as well. Tell a friend about the show. Just reach out and be like, hey, you love films, or hey, you need an excuse to watch some more films. Check out the show called Post Finale. The host is an actor, and he's funny and silly, confused most of the time, but they have interesting discussions about some popular films that I think you would really enjoy. It really does help us out a lot. Be sure to talk about us on social media at Post Finale Pod on Instagram and Facebook. And you can also follow us at CoopForge, that's CO_OPFORGE, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And there we post content not just from Post Finale, but also from the other shows hosted here on Co-op Forge, which are Flip the Scripts and Seattle Across the Pond. So a lot of fun things can be found over there on our social media. It really, really does help us out a lot. Thank you to everyone who has already done this. Thank you to everyone who will do this in the future. It really does mean a lot to us, and it helps us create better content for you, the listeners, as we grow. It really does help, and thank you so much for listening to this episode of Post Finale, and I can't wait until next week. And until then, I'll catch you all later.